What's good everyone, yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2Js here, and today we're here to talk about a few artists. Firstly, straight off the bat, my condolences goes out to Juice Wrld's family, his friends, all that know him personally. May he rest in peace. It's such a shame to see someone die so young like this, and really the same still goes for X and Peep, which I wanted to touch on in this video. It's crazy to think about these three all passing away because for how different they were musically, I think they all shared a similar core aesthetic to their music and their image. One that was very emo, punk and rock inspired, and I think we've seen them be all extremely influential in their own way, and when you look at it holistically, they've really changed and morphed hip hop in a different direction, especially in the mainstream. Because in the underground for quite some time now, before any of them had a name or anything like that, there have been emo and rock influenced artists. People like Bones, Suicide Boys, Ghostman and Lil Tracy, who have been around for years now, are considered early adopters of the sound and are influential in their own right, all making some form of emo, punk or rock influenced rap sometime in their careers, and they did help to push the subgenre forward in the underground. However, artists like this never seem to be able to break the confounds of the underground and reach the mainstream with their music, and this is where these three artists, X, Peep and Juice, come into play. I think the explosion of the emo rap trend has a lot to do with how big these three artists were able to become, because what they were able to do was take this sound, this aesthetic and this emo-ish direction that was already a thing in the underground and open it up to a whole new audience and take it to that next level. I think X in particular helped to kickstart this wave back in 2017 with his album 17, which really shocked everyone with the direction he decided to go in. It was a stark contrast from what was expected from his more aggressive bangers like Look at Me or R.I.P. Roach. The clearly more darker, somber, depressive sound connected with younger audiences everywhere and spawned multiple hit songs like Fuck Love, and then he would follow it up again with the commercially successful Question Mark, which had hits like Sad. And his untimely death was met with an explosion of his status, and this only opened up the floodgates even more, with his music streaming soaring over 500% since his death, and him only getting more popular as time went on, with him nearly receiving 4 billion streams in 2019 alone. And before we go on guys, a quick shout out from my Instagram. Big shout out to Chris and Mikey for showing me love. Long time supporter of the channel, always showing love, appreciate that. If you guys haven't yet, do make sure to follow me on IG at yadiiiigg, link in the description. Also, everyone in the comments below, I want to celebrate Juice Wrld. Make sure to comment your favorite song by him. For me personally, I think it's going to be Legends. That song right now just hits even harder, so make sure to comment yours below. But let's get back to it. And the same thing happened with Lil Peep, who after his death had a meteoric rise to mainstream status, whereas before his passing he never had anything close to a commercial hit, with no placings on the Billboard Hot 100 and no certified songs. He has now had 3 songs land on the Billboard Hot 100, Awful Things, which hit number 79 just after his passing, and then Falling Down and I've Been Waiting, the former of which went platinum and the latter of which went gold, becoming Peep's first certified songs. And the influence of these two successes, both prior and after their death, was quickly felt on the music landscape. As no one with their respective sounds had made it to that level before, it opened up the ears of these massive audiences to this emo rap aesthetic. And I think Juice Wrld blowing up after Peep and X is an example of someone who benefited from the barriers that Peep and X helped to break down and helped to push this emo pop punkish rap genre forward. The success that Juice was able to have in such a short period of time was insane. Like literally, when you look at his numbers, it's on some other shit. To put it into context, Juice already had more listeners than practically anyone else who came out in the last couple years, more than Uzi, Cardi, Yachty, X, Peep, etc. He already racked up something like 19 certified singles, and although his time in the spotlight was short, without question he was able to establish himself as a potential generational artist, and along with Peep and X had a sizable influence. It's a pretty controversial topic right now, but the mimicking of Peep and X's and Juice's aesthetic has been a very clear effort by the labels in order to capitalize on this wave and find the next emo rap star. As happens when a new sound or gimmick or trend becomes popular, the music industry adjusts and tries to find more people to capitalize on this success. In this case, the industry was looking for people with similar aesthetics and sounds so they could continue to take advantage of this wave, and it's only becoming more and more obvious, and the artists are getting less and less interesting. You have people like Josiah, Andy Yor, Paul Stacey, Jumex, Broly 500, who, whether deliberately themselves, accidentally themselves, or contrived by labels, in one way, shape or form, all are very influential influenced by the emo rap trend spearheaded by Peep, X and Juice in sound, aesthetic or some combination of the two. And as we push forward into the future, I think this trend is not going to stop at all. Especially with Juice gone, there is even more of an opportunity for labels to try to fill that lane, so don't be surprised when we see even more artists like this pop up and start getting that heavy promotion. But that's all from me today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't yet, like button, hit that, subscribe button, hit that. Also turn on those notifications, and rest in peace X, Peep and Juice.